Alright, we're going to try to make it to page 50. Diesel electric road locomotives operating instructions. Section 2, oil fire steam generator. The steam generator of the train heating located the east of the passion unit with the forced circulation, cool water tube for the type of the oil fire that has electrical ignition, heat absorption portion of the consists of the three compactly wounded coil of the seal with the tubing connected with the series that form the signal tube with several hundred feet in length. The southern was set in with the firebox. The force water is forced from the outer core with the tube of the feed pump to which is supplied with the water with the supply tanks located in each of the unit with the water treatment. The tank, the supply tanks are gauged with the all type of the gauge of the E on each unit on the class of the air operated with the gauge of the air valve. The adjacent of the gauge must open. The reading should be closed after the reading has been taken. Oil supply to the burner of the fuel pumps, which takes the supply with the diesel engine fuel supply tanks to each throughout the knife edge of the filter, while the air combustion delivered to the combustion chamber about the blower. The hot combustion gas must be passed with the coil layers before the allowing into the stack. The water is then passes through the coils, heated with the converter into steam. Steam flows from the coils and external steam separated from the strain line. The filling of the coils with cold water steam the generator the fuel operating pressure for the several minutes after the fire is lighted. During the operation, slight excess of the water circulated through the coils of flash without scale through the material of the water sludge and removed with the steam that separated fell into the sump at the bottom of the vessel. The sludge is blown out periodically through the blown down valve. The excessive water accumulates and rises. Separator overflows through the running turn water outlet pipe with maybe through steams, traps, and coil heat type heating exchange for the returns of the water supply and flowing through the coil and the hot return water preheat for the feed water which flows through the casing of the heat exchange. The rated capacity each of the steam generators 3,000 pounds of water evaporation per hour. The feed water of 60 degrees Fahrenheit is steam at 300 psi. The steam output steam generator is automatically controlled according to the demand of the water bypass regulated with the bypass effective air amount of the water from the pump and the regulated amount being delivered to the coil. The steam train line pressure is regulated with adjusting the handle of the water with the water bypass regulator may be controlled between 50 and 290 pounds. The length of the train with weather conditions will determine the setting that should be. The burner in which the diesel engine fuel oil consists of the fuel spray. The head is equipped with the spray nozzle. The air is the air atomizing type. The air atomizing breaking the fuel into the fine spray supply with the main reserve through the reducing valve through the solenoid operating valve. The spray is ignited with the spark plug is issued from the nozzle. That should be air pressure to be low from the proper atomization and solenoid operated with the air valve with the close of the air valve within the air spray head with the close to prevent the discharge of the fuel into the combustion chamber. The amount of the fuel delivered to the burner regulated with the servo fuel control in the portion of the amount of the water engineering with the starting steam generated with the coil. The control amount of the combustion air with the at the fire box with the servo control with the length of the damper and the air to intake stack with the both functions are accomplished with the adjusted cam. The motor when the drive of the water with the pump, the fuel pump with the water with the combination of the motor converted with the furnace and the alternating current with the transformer, the electrical ignition, main switch provided with the complete the circuit from the battery auxiliary generator, the steam generator located on the adjacent steam generator. The control switch located in the front of the steam generator has three positions: off, fill, and run. The motor will not start unless the switch is in fill or run position. With the switch in the fill position, the water which put the pump into the steam generator, the fill cut off the valve with the shut off the solenoid operated the valve. The close of the burner will not light. Turn the switch into the run position. Open the fill cut off valve to open the solenoid operated the air valve of the burner should start at once. The control panel is mounted on the steam generator. Contains the relays, the resistors required for the starting and acceleration of the motor, consisting overload relay to protect the motor, which can resist and necessary by pushing the button with the relay located with the small door on the cover of the control panel. A stack switch operated with the temperature-sensitive helix stops the motor with the stack temperature exceeding 900 degrees Fahrenheit. The set button stack will protrude when the switch is tripped. The excessive temperature must be pushed into the reset operation of the stack switch. Due to the excessive temperature, will operate with the alarm pilot relay, and the alarm will sound. Stack switch will incorporate the low temperature contacts with the work in their junction from the outer relay, out of fire relay with the contacts are open. The stack temperature below the 240 degrees. Should the fire fail, the stack temperature failed to reach 240 degrees Fahrenheit within about 45 seconds of the outfire, our relay contacts will open in time delay before incorporating the relay. The motor will stop and the alarm will sound. If the fire lights in, the stack temperature will raise rapidly above 240 degrees Fahrenheit. The low temperature contacts of the stack switch will prevent the out fire relay from opening. When the fire is out due to the reaching of the required steam pressure, the setting of the out fire relay will remain closed even though the stack temperature may be given below 240 degrees Fahrenheit. However, the fire should go out due to the lack of the fuel with the other clause. If the stack temperature drops below 240 degrees, the out fire relay, the stack switch will open, the motor will stop, and the alarm will sound. Alarm circuit operated with alarm pilot relay switch sound with alarms light with the blower off switch and boiler off that indicates lighting. Either overloaded with cold blowdown switch with a stack high temperature switch open the control switch in either fill or running position. The fire has failed to side or stack temperatures that has been not reached 240 degrees Fahrenheit within 45 seconds of the control switch of the running position. Insufficient amount of water flowing in the cools and the servo fuel control will open lower water control off switch. If it does air solenoid valve lacking atomizing air within the cause of the burning will shut down with the stack temperature. The outfire will stop the motor sounding of the alarm. Alright, steam temperature limit of the control operates with the fuel metering valve to reduce the flow of the fuel to the burner, but the steam temperature becomes excessive or in the absence of the steam protects the coil from the damage to the control. Does not shut down the motor or the sound of the alarm. The two safety valves located in the steam separator to protect against excessive pressure are set with the 295 and 300 pounds respectively. 4 15 ampere fuses 2 in the control circuit 2 and the ignition circuit are located with the control panel to protect their respective circuits that are then overloaded. A water pumping relief valve is relocated with the discharging pipe with the water pump close to the pump set open to 500 600 pounds, particularly against the excessive water pressure with the coils becoming obstructed and line closed. Adjacent water pressure relief with the valve, the water pumping set with the water pumping test valve operating with the fuel funnel means with which is determined if the pump is delivering water. A cold blowdown valve is provided with the blowout the sludge and water. The shutting down with the steam generator switch incorporated with the prevents the operation of the motor unless the coil blowdown valve is closed. The fuel pressure regulator is provided with to maintain the constant fuel manifold pressure of approximately 155 pounds of manual above the control switch. Operates the two fuel oil pressure gauge. One indicating the manifold fuel pressure. One indicating the nozzle fuel pressure. Atomizing air gauge for the steam train line. The pressure gauge. The steam pressure gauge located within the steam separator should be steam generator pressure. Our system remote control is provided so that the separators may be blown down periodically with the steam shut off of the train without the necessity of leaving the operating cab. The remote with the control cab located with the fireman's position in each of the operating cab that includes the master switch for the cutting of the panel controls. A push button means with which the separator blows down. It can be opened with the push button on which operates the solenoid control of the steam train line. Shut off the valves and all units after the train line. Shut off the valve is actuated with the remote control panel necessary to reset the valve of the steam generator before the steam can be again emitted with the train line. The third push of the button marks the suit blower does not remove the steam train line. Pressure of the gauge is also located in the remote control panel. Alright, operation. Before attempting to start the steam generator with the following valves should be checked for the purpose of identification. Normally open up the valve with the wheel type handles and normally close the valve with the T-type handles. Normally, water suction stop with the valve. Then suction might become supplied in the tank water treatment tank of the cutoff shot valve and coil feed water pipe between the heat exchanger steam generator. The water bypass valve shut off the valve in line with the water bypass regulator. Steam generator stop and check valve in the main steam outlet pipe of the steam separator. Return water outlet valve between the separator and the steam trap. The water return valve between the flow indicator the water supply tank. The atomizing air admission valve between the main reserve of the reducing valve. Steam shut off valve with the steam generator. Steam pressure gauge and small pipe. The steam separator. Steam shut off valve the water pipe bypass regulator and small pipe. The steam train line. Steam train line. Steam shut off valve with the steam train line gauge and small pipe from the steam train line. Normally closed. Washout solution emission to the valve, the washout pipe of the steam generator, the heat exchanger three-way, the heat exchanger washout valve, the washout pipe connection with the heat exchanger outlet pipe, three-way steam separator with the washout valve, and washout outlet pipe, the connection separated blowdown pipe, the manually water bypass valve, the bypass around the water by the bypass regulator, coil blowdown valve, and the branch with the coil feed water pipe, the water piping testing valve, and discharge with the pipe of the water pump, steam shutoff valve, the bystanding heating of the small pipe between the steam train line and the steam separator and the steam pipe with the steam train line with the steam generator heating the radiator on the locomotives if so equipped. Water system drain valve located at A with the water supply tank, B the water selection line, the supply tank, C the water treatment tank, and D the water suction line to the pump. Check the stacks, which reset the button to see that it is in. Check the overload relay reset button to see that it is in. Turn the handle of the oil knife edge of the suction filter several turns in clockwise rotation to ensure that the filter is free of the dirt. Alright, starting the steam generator. Starting the steam generator. Open the steam separator blowdown valve. The foot operator leave the open with approximately 1 minute. Then close the steam separator blowdown valve. Open the fuel test valve. Located in the branch from return with the water pipe from the steam separator with the steam traps. Close the steam generator main switch. Place control switch in the fill position. Motor should be start with the water pump. Should be the fill of the coil of the water. The motor fill. To start, check the fuse of the control circuit. Then fuse the circuit breaker of the main switch. Check the spark through the sight glass and the no spark is present. Check the fuse and the ignition. Check the loose of the broken cable connection to the spark plug. When coils are filled, indicate the fuel flow for the water for the fill of the test for the valve with the closed valve with the open steam separator with the blowdown valve and latch in open position. 6. Place control switch in the opposition unit until the motor has stopped. 7. Place the control in the running position and fire should start. 8. Check with the water pressure gauge located on the servo fuel control, but it should be approximately 100 pounds above the steam pressure. The excessive pressure indicates that the coils are becoming obstructed and line close. The proper report should be made. Check the fuel line or fuel oil pressure. Fuel manifold pressure should be approximately 155 pounds pressure. Fuel nozzle should be between 20 and 80 pounds, depending on the position of servo fuel control. Check the atomizing air pressure should be approximately 70 pounds. 11. When 25 pounds of steam pressure obtained, close the steam separator blowdown. Open the steam separator blowdown valve several times, approximately 5-second intervals during the first several minutes of the operation. Set the water tub by the wire bypass regulator by the streamline the pressure of the required state. See the steam train line with the valve with the closed latch solenoid operating the steam train line with the shut-off valve in the open position. 14. Opening the steam train line valve. Stop the valve and the steam train line should be opened gradually. When preparing locomotive service after the steam generator has been lighted with the fuel, full pressure obtained with the steam train line with the end of the valves at each of the end of the closed one steam train. Stop valves on the steam generator serve the below A for the condensation for the steam train line by opening the end of the valves. After doing this, the end of the valve should be permitted to slight escape of the steam to prevent the freezing of the cold weather. Notes: it may take 5 to 10 minutes to fill the coils to enter entirely empty. If entirely empty, do not start the steam generator until the coils have been filled with water. Before operating the coil blowdown, separating blowdown blowing out of the steam line, but it is certain that no pressure in the position where the steam line will contact him. Alright, while steam generator is in operation, the steam separator must be blown down at least 45 minutes for a period from 3 to 5 seconds each time. Turn the handle of the fuel oil knife the edge of the suction filter several turns in a clockwise rotation division point with the intermediate terminal points. Shut down the steam generator. Close the steam train line stop valve. Place the control switch in the opposition. Open the coil blowdown valve, reducing generator steam pressure to 50 pounds. Close the coil blowdown valve. Open the separator blowdown valve latch in the open position until all the pressure is released. Close the separator blowdown valve. Fill the coil with the water as described in the steam generator. Place the control switch in the opposition. Open the main switch, closing the atomizing air valve. Troubleshooting. In the event of the steam generator shuts down alarm bell will ring indicating the light marked off the boiler off. The light will light. Turn the control switch to the off position and stop the alarm. Check the stack to which to reset the button to see that it is in. Check the overrelay reset button to see that it is in. Fill the coils with water. Describe the starting place control switch in the off position until the motor has stopped. Then start the firing place control switch in the run position. If the fire fails to start, check the ignition spark. Check the atomizing air pressure. Adjusting the reducing valve if necessary. Check the water pressure. Low close for the water bypass regulating shut-off valve. The burn starts once the indication of the water bypass bypass regulator is defective. Alright, control steam train line pressure, main water to bypass valve. Failure of the water bypass regulator bypass sufficient amount of the water will result in the steam train line pressure error. The setting of the regulator. Use the manual water bypass valve to control the steam train line pressure. Alright, freezing weather precaution. During freezing weather, steam pressure must be available in the steam train line in order to protect the water supply tanks and idle steam generator from freezing. To protect the water supply tank, open the steam valve and the pipe of the streamline train with the water supply tank and all the units sufficient to prevent freezing. On idle steam generators, open the steam shutoff valve to stand by the heating of the small pipe of the steam train line valve of the steam separator. Open the coil blowdown valve of the steam generator on locomotive so equipped to open the valve of the steam train line to separate the generator's heating of the radiator. If the steam generator locomotive with an idle steam may be made available through the connection of another locomotive with a plant steam line. If steam pressure is not available to complete steam system, water supply tanks must be drained. Or Section 3, Class EP3 General Data Locomotives.